with enjoying all the quality content, and never mind, we're getting going right now. Let's do this.
There you go. Bombs in Link's house and arrows in the sanctuary.
Ooh, those early bombs always make early open seeds interesting. Looks like despite that, they're both going to head straight to the thing. It looks like we got 2 crystals and a red pendant in desert. I believe that was 5 or 6 over on Eastern as well.
Thought I saw green pendant in desert.
Oh, was that green? Okay.
We got Kermit doing the Houlihan room. Keon and Lanx are in Uncle, and Kemps is giving old Lost Woods a try.
It's like the first tree pull was just blue rupees, and just a lot of love down in Uncle's area.
And 50 bucks inside Lost Woods. And the crab today is just going to be some hearts.
I guess we're getting a lot of that possible safety out of the way. Looking for more and more rupees. A lot of rupees in Lost Woods, though.
Looks like Keon's gonna give a lumberjack tree a check. Lanx is just on his heels.
Always an interesting check to see what the seed is gonna hold.
Oh my god, it's our first sword!
That was a sword. Not likely to be a required item, but definitely a little bit scary for some of the runners, I'm sure. Meanwhile, we got our first check in Kakariko. Gives us a bottle, so it'll make it nice and convenient.
Yeah, I know. Looks like Kemp doesn't have any bombs, so you can't check the back of the well.
Yep, I believe Kemp is the only one that didn't go to Link's house of the 3 yet, so... Ooh, he did get the gold arrow, or B though, so that's some free 100 rupees. Just to give it away for another 20.
You know, I completely forgot you could do that.
Yeah, it's one of those little things that doesn't come up very often, but when it does, it's definitely useful. Imagine Kemps is gonna buy some bombs here so he can do the rest of Kakariko if he doesn't find any in these next 2 areas. Just more rupees. This is a very rich early seed. No 300s yet, but a lot of 50s and 20s.
We're just slowly building up that wall up there. Hey, there's the lamp.
Found a convenient place for that, actually.
Dark rooms are now in logic. Keon's given, and Lanx is giving a check on Blind's hut.
Yep, they got the early bombs. They have a more regular check through here. Ooh, a bow.
Wow, that's a D.
So that makes EP full clearable.
That's nice. I guess play the EP would be pretty good, despite the fact that it's a pendant, though.
Yeah, it looks like I was wrong about the EP. It was actually a red pendant, not a red crystal. Nothing else of note out of the Blind's hut, though. The only thing we have yet to see in Kakariko is the back of the well, which we will see from a couple people here shortly.
Oh, it's a Walmart shirt.
Some nice early safety that everyone will be getting for this shirt this scene.
Yeah, 4 hearts so far. I guess that's really good for the runners to find that.
Okay, now the question is, how early will our runners decide to go over to Eastern Palace with it being fully in logic and clearable now, but a pendant?
I don't know. I feel like following those breadcrumbs to Eastern Palace might be a good play, despite the fact that it's a pendant. Plus
that's how Randomizer gets you.
I know. Plus, there's also those free chests in the back of Blind's closet. I mean, Blind's closet. Well, we already checked that. Swordless closet.
So, yeah.
I'm just gonna save and quit, not check race game or library.
Should be an interesting play.
Oh, speaking of EP, it looks like Kemp might be doing that.
He is heading straight there indeed. He definitely seems the most apt to want to follow those breadcrumbs as quickly as possible. Nothing in the library. And the other male upgrade in the race game, so...
Oh man, and a mirror in Swordless closet.
Okay.
Well, if we get a glove, a plate at Death Mountain would be pretty nice right now.
Yeah, definitely be interesting where that glove ends up being. So lets you go all the way to Hera, but if you hold out for another hammer or hook shot, or even mitts and mood pearl, you'll be able to check it all at the same time. But that's probably getting greedy. Kyong, though, is going to give us a South Shore check.
Yep. Oh, looks like Kermit is going to take that red mail.
Alright, well, it's not that long of a run, and if you're going to do it, you got to do it now, so gives him some nice extra safety in case the low heart containers continues.
I'll tell you, Kermit is embracing the fall season right now.
But I think if he knew there were 2 hearts on the dam, he might have not done this. Ooh, Kyong making a play over to Agana's hut, it looks like. That's the only thing you can really check other than the ledge here, but...
That's usually a play you usually don't check first when it comes to getting those early checks over with.
I guess he's playing the odds since this is a bigger race instead of a one-on-one, that if something is over here, he just has created a good lead for himself. But it is definitely very risky. So looks like we've seen bombs and not much else in EP so far. It's just a 20 though. So definitely wasting some time, but it's worth a try. I don't hate the play.
Yeah. Now the question is Kemp gonna read this hint right here? He is. The compass needs fire in Tower Hera, so that's important. We don't need to go in the basement of Tower Hera if we ever get up there.
That's always one of those nice things, you know, just know. Looks like Hyung still gonna finish his south check, checking Mini Moldorm and possibly Ice Rod. I would assume he's gonna check Ice Rod with the other play.
Oh, look at this. Gold B-strats right here. And for the Moldorms.
There we go. And then boomerangs the rupees. There you go. I like it.
Good moves right there. Alright, we got bombs, arrows, piece of heart. Ooh, bacon coin, and a full heart.
Not so much for that low numbers of hearts that we were talking about earlier.
And Laxion also given the information that the compass is in the basement of Hera.
So I think we're getting to the point to where there's a progression item either on Ice Rod Cave or Argus. Or in the... sorry. Could also be in the castle.
Yeah, we haven't been to the castle yet. Looks like Kemps is going to be picking up that red pendant from the Armos Knights. don't think we've only seen 2 items here in EP.
I think I've seen the map and the compass, so yeah. We're gonna see both Ice Rock Cave and Argus about the same time here. Kim's gotta be a little careful though.
Oh!
Fire
Well,
rod.
that's the wrong rod. So semi-vanilla?
Close. And nothing out of Argus. So that leaves... I think that was just nothing out of EP in general.
Well, you know, nothing yet. Cough, cough, pedestal.
I mean, yeah, well. It looks like Hyung is also not going to go to Castle before Eastern. Or at least before Sahasrara.
Yeah, the only useful thing we got going over here is the Mire, and I guess you can consider that information that we got in EP as well.
And Kemps is going to make the play to Castle, which is pretty much confirmed to be some sort of progression. Be it gloves or book, I guess could be an option. Gloves seems most likely, I'd say, though. Also, interestingly, we are... we're a couple items away from Aga 1 possibility. Need either 2 swords or a sword and a cape.
Yeah, I think sword and cape might be the likely option if you want to see Aghanim, because we've seen one of our swords in the seed on the lumberjack tree, which is blocking by, well, Aga.
Yep. Tenth does have to be a little careful here, because he's only sitting on 8 arrows, and he doesn't really have another way of killing anything in here. 8 should be enough, but...
Yep, and it looks like Laxion is going to give East P the full clear, going to pick up his red pendant. Kermit following in pursuit.
Yep, and Kyung is also in doing that as well.
Also, for those who are wondering, those 10 bomb upgrade, or not upgrade, 10 bombs, that's actually used for standard randomized sword of what the uncle gives you if you have to beat the whole escape sequence with bombs. Figure I land everyone with some trivia there for a bit.
Well, there's the key. So that means the back of escape by going through Castle is a possibility now. But that's not too long of a check with both the Mire and lamp in hand. It's just, where is this progression gonna be?
Well, it's not in that room.
He's gonna have to use pots down here as well. He doesn't have enough arrows. And he'll likely want to save an arrow for a rat in case he has to go to the back. Hopefully he thinks of that and remembers. It could be an issue. I mean, he can use bombs. That's always a thing as well.
Yeah, of course he's going to be using pots on the ball and chain guard.
Yep, saving those arrows. It's smart.
Oh, the cape,
Oh, no.
though! Oh, no!
We are closer to Aga.
Just need a sword.
And not a fun version of Aga you want to do either. Suddenly, Kermit's looking real happy with his red mail pickup, if that ends up being the case.
And he's also loading up on those hearts there.
Yep. Him and Laxion are right on each other's heels right now, heading to Ice Rock Cave, because they're fire rods. Which is something that will, if Kemps finds something here, he might take a while to actually find that. There's the other boomerang. So now we have both boomerangs already.
This is a very strange and bizarre seed giving us items you usually don't see in the beginning.
Yeah, usually you see a little bit more than what we've seen so far. Like, it's very uncommon you have to actually run to the back of Escape here to get the items. Usually you just go through the graveyard.
Yeah, and we found both mill upgrades and both boomerangs. Like 14 minutes into the seed.
Yeah. So I believe both Kermit and Lanxion will be following Kemps into the castle now.
And speaking of which, let's check these free chests. We got map, rubies. There's the glove.
And the glove, okay.
Alright, so that opens up that fountain for us.
Yeah, time to, I guess, continue on this chain for a bit. At least this time they'll be doing a crystal dungeon. Oh, Kemps does need to go get his South Shore stuff still. Oh, nope, he's gonna follow the breadcrumbs anyway.
I was gonna save that for another time. He's gonna be missing out on Quake and the Fire Rod.
Never mind, he's making a fool of me again. So we will have to wait a little bit in order to get up to the mountain and see what's up there. As Kyong is now pretty much behind that Agina check. But the way the sea has been going, it would not surprise me if we see our other runners check that themselves.
Yeah, it's a possibility. So I should probably mention what we can check in Death Mountain. We have the mirror, so we'll be able to go to Hera, but we can't access the east portion of Death Mountain. And we can also rescue Old Man, as well as inside and on top of Spectacle Rock.
Yep, 5 items, I believe is the total there. Oh, and Kemps is going to actually go make that Agina check.
And in terms of Dark World access, we need either a glove upgrade and a pearl, or a hammer and a pearl. And for Aghanim, we just need a sword.
And ideally the pearl, to be fair. Unless this is one of those elusive moon pearl and pyramid seeds.
Moon Pearl Pyramid Seeds don't come that often, especially in version 30, but when they do happen, oh man, we're in for a treat.
It also would not surprise me to see Book sitting on top of Death Mountain.
Book on Death Mountain would actually be good for desert.
Okay, we're drawing ever closer to the time where all of our runners will be heading up Death Mountain here. Kemps just needs to go check Mini Moldorm and Ice Rod, while Lanxion and Kermit and Kyong are all making their way to the back of Escape for their gloves. Oh no, the Mini Moldor made it through to the other side.
Yeah,
And then all the way to the left.
Oh my goodness. Poor Kemp's using bombs to take down the Moldorms. Can be a little bit tricky sometimes.
At least he got bombs and arrows from the cave here.
Yeah, this is one of those instances where you get the bow early and it's your only weighing weapon, where those 10 arrows might come in handy.
Okay, so it looks like these runners, both Kyong and Kemps, are going to be behind by roughly the amount of time it takes to go check Aghanim, while we got Lanxion and Kermit right on each other's heels heading up to Death Mountain now. But we haven't even gotten to Dark World yet. There is much time left in the seed.
So Laxion first on the restream to enter Old Man Cave. But Kermit is right on their heels. And what this old man gives us? Oh, it's a dinner plate. Well, the good part about that is we now have the save location there.
Yeah, it's always nice having that save as opposed to having the flute up there all the time or something.
Speaking of flute.
Oh, yeah.
Nice commentary curse right there.
Speaking, it shall appear. That doesn't open up or actually I don't think that opens up anything right away here. We're just a Mitten, other than Moon Pearl, a Mitts away from Mire and Desert Access now, though.
Alright, and looks like we got our other pendant in TR, and 5 and 6 are Pod and Swamp. And I cannot tell what Laxion's bunny sprite is there, because it's a little blurry on the race stream.
Kyung's either didn't check or going straight for the item here. Interesting. I think we'll be able to see the treat of a bomb jump here, though. Yep.
And they could also read the hint.
Oh, that's right, the hint.
Oh,
I'm still not used to that.
I can barely see what that hint was. Something about bombs.
Bombs in desert, I believe is what it said.
A shovel held by someone friendly? Is that what that one said on Laxion's screen?
Maybe?
Yeah, I just saw it on Kermit's. Huh. That's an interesting hint.
That's... Oh, shoot. I need to look these up. I'm not even going to try to guess since I have not actually read up on where all these hints are yet.
The hints that I did see when I saw these races were kind of obvious. This is kind of the first vague one for me.
Ooh, Laxion trying to group these up and knock them into the hole, it looks like, because he's no really effective weapons. But he got it, good play.
Alright, it looks like that hint inside Spectacle Rock was some bombs in Desert Palace. So one of the 2 items in Desert Palace is bombs.
Well, that makes a desert jump even less likely. Though it makes it 2 instead of 3 again, since it's a green pendant. Mimic Cave is just some cash, so most of our runners will know not to do that. Interestingly, Kempt is already going to turn on his flute.
Sorry about that. I had to stay silent there for that national anthem, but shout outs to French Vanilla Moon Pearl.
Yep, just sitting right there. And they can't actually finish the thing, unfortunately, either, since they don't have a weapon for it. Oh, Kemps is coming down here to get the, to check these 2 items down here that he never checked. That's why he went to do the flute. Okay, but we are still missing either a sword or gloves or a hammer to get to Dark World. And there is definitely a spot I'm forgetting about right now, because... I guess Zora. Zora's open. So, shoot. You know how I was saying they were rich? They are not rich enough.
Everyone in chat saying Zora is going to be the play right now.
I think that's the only available option at this point. Ooh, the big pre-pull though. That gives Kyung just enough. Kempt is gonna do a Houlihan Room.
He's doing the graveyard method there. Usually it's the fairy fountain method. Alright, so 2 of the runners have enough for Zora.
Looks like Kemp's may possibly have forgotten that he has the flute and is walking the long way to the fake flipper spot. Which happens to the best of us. Okay, Kion will be the first one heading to Zora here. He's going to check Old Man and the island first, which is just a piece of heart.
So, place your bets. What's Zora gonna have?
Did we see both items? I believe we saw both items out of Hera, right?
Yeah, yes, I think we did.
I'm gonna guess Mitts then. Seems more likely.
I think everyone wants to see a sword in Zora because I'll put Aghanim in play.
I know everyone wants the sword, but it can't be that annoying. Yeah, it looks like nothing else on the way to Zora. It could also be a book to get that one item we don't know out of Desert, or I guess both items could be in Sahasrahla. Could be a hook shot or a hammer to get over to Eastern Death Mountain. Though hammer would also get us to Dark World, so.
Alright, well, here we go. Moment of truth. What's it gonna be?
That said, Kemps has not gotten his Boom Pearl yet, so this is a weapon. It is the Mitts.
Alright, there we go.
So that opens up, actually, Desert as well as Mire area. As well as, you know, the rest of the Dark World. With the exception of East at the moment. There is actually a fun possibility of Aga 1 still being required, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of thinking about that right now.
Okay, so Kemps unfortunately will still not be able to kill Moldhorn. That was, I'm guessing that was actually the reason he didn't finish this up earlier, is because he was hoping for a weapon. Interestingly, well, now to see where Kyong goes, though. He'll be the first one into the Dark World proper. His main options are Mire area or Thieves Town area. Well, Skullwoods, Thieves Town, that whole area.
Hey, we're getting a Mire play.
I like it. You can check pretty much everything here. And can kill the land mollusk if he really wants to, though I don't really expect that. It looks like Mire will be inaccessible, though it wasn't already.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to need the Aether Medallion to enter Mire. So that's going to be required to beat the seed. Hey, mallet!
Well, Kyung made the choice, and it's the mallet.
Oh, that was an amazing decision on Keon's part. Now they have an actual weapon.
And now immediately forget everything I said about Aga 1. It is dead.
And it looks like the Fairy Fountain is selling Mountain Dew Code Red. Looks like Keon's not going to be giving a check on Desert just yet. They're going to be going to Village of Outcast or Skullwoods, whatever they decide.
Skullwoods is fully clearable right now. They have Fire Rod. Or no, sorry, it isn't. They don't have the sword. That pesky sword sitting on top of the ledge is kind of taunting at the moment. Though, as Kyung is heading, Bumper Cave is available, so...
Yeah, Bumper Cave would be a nice play because we got that early cave. And it's just a piece of art.
Linksion's giving us our first chess game check, though.
1 cent on chess game.
Didn't even get a refund on it.
Oh, sea house with those boots. We can go fast now. But still no sword.
Kermit's got his hammer. Boots are definitely interesting, though. That makes a desert check even more interesting and possible. But also kind of hurts Kyong a bit because now he could have checked the King's Tomb while he was over there. Now Linksion can do that with the check for Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, I believe that puts Desert all in play right now. We got the boots, we have the glove, and we got a fire.
Interesting, Linksion is jumping into Thieves Town here, but with no weapon with which to kill Blind. So I'm assuming he's just going to check these front 4 unless he finds a sword in one of them.
I think he's betting that a sword is going to be coming any second now. Anyway, here's something new to Virgin 30. You may be wondering where all the bomb and arrow upgrades are. Well, that's because they're in this fairy fountain right here.
For a nice 100 rupees.
Oh yeah.
Well, Kermit's actually going down to the South Shore area. Dark World Hype Cave.
Yeah, we're getting a hype cave check. Also, Laxion did bail on Thieves Town. Didn't find any sword. But maybe Hype Cave could fix our swordless situation. Let's see.
Will it be suitably hype? So far, not so good.
Yeah, we already got bombs. Ruby. Powder. Oh, well, powder could lead to something.
That's about it. I mean, it's nice safety. But outside of that, and I guess, Batman always has a possibility. There is the full check ability of that blacksmith loop, though, so that could be an interesting, actually a probable play, I'd say, by a lot of these runners. Linksion checked the bonk rocks, but I did not see anything. I believe it was another rupee or something out of there. Kyong with his hammer is going to the back of Thieves Town, and Kermit is checking the pyramid for us.
Alright, pyramid could have something.
The real question right now is, where is that first sword? There are many places it could be, including any of Pod. Pod is actually, I believe, completable, though it would be a hammer. Well, that could be a bow fight as well, But yeah, going straight over to Pod right now is definitely an interesting play.
I believe Pod is actually completable if you find a sword.
I don't think you need a sword, do you?
Oh yeah. You don't need a sword for Pod. I guess it helps.
He has the bow and the hammer to finish Helmasaur, and I mean, it certainly helps, but... So interesting where, yeah. Thinking where the shovel could be, the friendly characters. Oh, shot.
There we go. Okay, so that just put all of the rest of Death Mountain in play now, fully.
Yep.
That also includes Hookshot Cave.
The whole dang thing.
Laxion just gonna wait on good old our friend Jeremiah. Maybe that's what they mean by friend. He might have the shovel.
Ooh, Lexion just a few rupees short of being able to afford the digging game, though.
Meanwhile, Kemps, on the other hand, does have money to play Alec Baldwin's digging game. And how many digs is it going to be? It's like a few right now.
It's a smart play by Lexion right there. Bonking that tree to get that 5 rupees. Just enough. Oh, not quite, because he actually has to turn in the blacksmith as well, which costs a few rupees.
Oh my goodness. Kemps did all that digging just to find a penny.
Well, unfortunately, Lexion's not missing. Or fortunately or unfortunately for him when he goes back. I did not count how many that was, but it was sure a lot.
Yeah, I lost count too. Oh! That's a very nice rod. Lexion got there.
Got there. So now Turtle Rock is completable if, well, not completable without a couple items, but if it were a crystal, it'd be very nice to see that rod. As is, okay, I guess we have it.
And Keon is just swinging that hammer right in Blind's face. Always gotta be careful. Heart and a half remaining. And he's got it. And a meat shield. Wow, we're already at level 2 shield and no sword. Crazy.
Of course. Okay. So far, Pod has not seen much. $21, $22, $24, I believe. Or $25, actually.
25 for a green rupee. That is harsh.
It is definitely not ideal.
And there's nothing on Salfa Grove, but maybe good old Stumpy might have something.
So I've not been watching closely. I believe Kermit has checked the whole front, so yeah, it looks like there is an item.
Holy
yep,
smokes!
Somebody with a shovel. Will Kemps remember to check that? I know I wouldn't. Oh, yeah.
Vanilla mushroom.
Back. He left the vanilla down.
No. So I guess that's what the hints mean when they say friendly.
I was wondering if that was where it was going to be. So I can think of that, Saha's Rala, and that's about it at that point. He has still not seen a sword.
Yeah,
we're quickly running out of places it could be, too.
And we found a ruby stash in Pod. It looks like Kermit had some bad luck trying to find anything good from Pod.
Yeah, it's not really been paying off for him, but on the plus side, if he's able to finish it, at least he'll be done with it. There's the not ether medallion from the purple chest.
And there is the Ether medallion inside the pet cave.
Okay, then. We
Wow,
missed that
then.
one earlier, apparently, so... Unless... Oh, no, because Kemps didn't have the hammer, that's right.
I was about to say
I needed
that,
a Lexion. I didn't realize neither of those have the hammer yet. Oh, my. That could be a long time before either of those two get there.
Yeah, Laxion and Kemps did not go to Misery Mire first. Well, speaking of which, Laxion's going there right now.
I don't think either of them did the bat either. Oh no, I don't think did Lexion do the bat? I didn't actually see that.
I don't think Laxion did bat.
Kemps just got his powder, so he can do the bat with the hammer pegs once he gets his hammer. Let's see where he goes next. Lynxian just got his hammer. Looks like Kemps will also be going to get his hammer. Okay, so they will all have hammer, and all have the Ether Medallion knowledge, but only Kyung has it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we're missing a Kena Samaria for actually being able to finish Mire.
Yes, the almighty cheese block summoning Kane.
Okay, so I'm curious when our runners will be heading over to... I guess Kyung's the only one that actually finished these towns, so... But here's when Kyung heads over to the Eastern Death Mountain.
Yeah, an Eastern Death Mountain play would be really nice right about now. Especially when he found that hook shot and it's deep inside TT.
I think Lynxian is actually heading to... Or Lynxian. Yeah. It's heading to the swamp... Or Skullwoods right now.
Kermit's battling Helmasaur Swordless. This is going to be an interesting fight.
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, but once he removes that max, things are going to get interesting as he's going to have to work on his archery skills right now.
Yep, it is 8 arrows to take him down. And he stayed right there for him.
Alexion's going all the way deep in the... Nice. He's going all the way deep into Skullwoods. Hopefully he realizes that he's missing something to cut down those curtains.
We found the 300 rupee hoard. They were all in pod, apparently. But yeah, unfortunately, Lynxian is not... he's going to be very not happy with himself in the second year. I like the play, and usually most of the time you will have a sword by this point and not even realize that you can't get through there without a sword, just because you're so used to being able to do it.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
Oh, I've done the same thing in races before.
There was a couple of seeds where I feel like I would have had an item by now. I think the other big one for me is gloves.
Yeah, not having really gloves can definitely be interesting. There is one of the items out of Skullwoods, though. Wasn't a useful one, but it was there. And apparently we missed a clue earlier that said flippers are behind the cane. Which means it is either on Vitreous or in Turtle Rock.
That hint must have been in Thievestown. Either Thievestown or Skullwoods. Probably Thievestown. Oh no, it could also be Pod. Forgot Kermit went there. A unique item is with a grumpy fish. Okay, so that would be Catfish, which we're about to see right now.
Good to know.
I'm assuming Catfish is grumpy. Or is it Zora?
Oh, must have been the Zora.
Actually, I should have known. The king of scams would be the grumpy fish. Yeah, I'm still trying to memorize this hint system.
Indeed. Oh, Kemp's got his hook shot.
Yep, and Kermit's got his Pikachu coin.
Well, at least our runners are getting some... oh no, Kong just lost Kiki. He's really short on rupees too.
Yeah, it's 110 to open up Pod. He has to be careful if he loses Kiki again. Okay, he's got it.
Yeah, he's fine now. And he's going to get plenty of rupees back here inside Pod.
Hey, it looks like we're finally getting our mad batter check from Kermit's side.
Yep.
What's it gonna be? It's knowledge.
Look. I mean, we
Where's
already
your book?
have this, and we still don't have access to the pest or the, yeah, those things that you need the book to open.
Yeah, we can't read the tablet, or we can read the tablets, we just can't summon anything from the heavens.
Kermit is finally getting his boots. It's one of those things that's like, oh, well, I could have got that a while ago. I believe he did get his ether. Yeah, he did get his ether medallion, though, so that'll help him. We don't know if the Bombos medallion is required, but he looks like he's not going to be opting to do the purple chest for it yet.
Yeah, it looks like Bombos would be required to open TR if they're for those flippers.
Yeah, that's the main possibility, I think.
Okay, there you go. Right in pod, we confirmed that the flippers are locked by the Cane of Samaria.
Okay, Kemps and Lanxion are both finishing pod here, or not pod, Thieves Town here. Mire requires either ether or bombos, which we already know the answer to. Thank you, Blind.
So that also means that the Cane of Samaria can't be anywhere flipper locked as well. So that would be Swamp and Ice Palace.
Ooh, that was a really close blind fight by Lanxion. He was down to 1 heart at the end of that. Very good save though. And Kemps also had a really solid blind fight as we missed a minute ago. Also running into a bush, one of those other little things that you're not used to from not having a sword.
Yeah, I kinda love that dash animation without the sword. It's just a nice little jog.
Ooh, looks like we are getting our first East Death Mountain check from Lanxion. This is what I'm excited to see. There's a bunch of items we haven't seen over here yet.
Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna find the progression right here. Also,
will it be a sword though?
Yeah, that's the real question. But also, Lanxion can now, with that hammer, beat Trolldorm.
That's true. That's probably something that we'll see as well. We'll have to wait for Kermit to make his way up there before we get the check for the Ether Medallion, though. The Ether Tablet.
Yeah, unless we're playing Swordless, we can only check the tablets right now.
I believe both items were already gotten out of Hera, so this will just be a getting the Crystal Adventure. Could be wrong, but
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. The only item I remember seeing was Pearl.
I think the big chest had a rupee or bombs or something.
Alright, using that hammer to take down Trolldorm. Does temper sword damage. And I can't tell what that item is.
It was the key.
It was the key, okay.
To go get that useless item down in the basement.
Yes, that useless plate of nachos. That's crystal number 2 for Laxion.
Kemp's got his ether medallion.
Oh, that's good for Kemp. I was wondering when he was gonna go back for that. And he's also gonna pick up his book as well.
He'll be able to basically check everything in, including, well, if he gets a cane, jump into TR. We're not sure if Laxion will be able to. He's missing both the ether and the bombos at the moment.
It is Bombos, so Bombos is going to be required.
Interesting. So that's the purple chest. So if the runners do need to get into Rock, the purple chest was the one blocking it.
That is correct.
Quite the chain if so, and considering the flippers are blocked by Cane, there's a high chance that is required. Definitely puts Kermit and Langston at a potential disadvantage.
Yeah, there's nothing useful in Super Bunny.
But that could also be at the Vitreous himself, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, well, required, TR required if the flippers are not on Vitreous. And Hookshot Cave not offering not much of value.
So I guess still what we're waiting for is we're waiting to see where the cane and the sword is at. It's a pretty high possibility we'll see it up on Death Mountain here, but so far, Dark East Death Mountain had nothing. Other potential places for cane could be, it can't be on pedestal. It could be on in desert. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't. TR.
It could be in desert. It could be the other item in desert. It could be on Sarsaparilla. It could be in Mire.
Oh, that dirty vanilla cane.
Cannot be in ice or swamp since we know it is blocked by the cane.
Or it could be in Paradox Cave, but that's just a lucky guess.
Or it could just be right there. That was the likely place, I'd say.
Yeah, the likely place. Alright, so I mean we're technically in go mode, we still need to pick up those flippers and we still need a sword.
Yeah. Mire is completable though, so I would definitely be looking to seeing people head there soon after they get their cane. But Langston has a lot of cleaning up to do as well. Nothing else, so just the cane of Samaria and East Death Mountain.
Wow. Not one single sword. This is crazy. I've never seen a seed go this long without a sword.
Yeah, if I hadn't already seen the back of a swamp, or not swamp, skull, I would have said that maybe this is accidentally a swordless seed.
Yeah. And look at that. Kermit just getting taunted right now by that lumberjack tree.
Okay, looks like Langston is going to check Pod first with its 6 items. Unfortunately not going to find anything, but we'll come back to him later. So I'm curious how long it takes him to get to Mire at this point. Meanwhile, Kemp's is also doing Pod. He's missing, I believe, just the King of Samaria himself. Kyung just got his Cane of Samaria on Death Mountain, and Kermit is headed there as well. Kyung is probably in the lead of these 4. He has finished Pod, Thieves Town, Eastern, and has gotten all the medallions he needs all the items he needs. He's not gotten the book, which could potentially have something, like a sword. But right now, that's not even in logic, so... oh! You know what they're missing to actually get into Mire and such? You can't actually do that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Mire
is not a possibility yet. Nor Troll Rock. Nor any of the tablets. We know a sword is required. I mean, a sword's required to even get the pedestal, but... Huh.
I'm thinking it might be the other item in Desert.
Yeah, that's... Desert or Sahasrara.
Oh yeah, Desert is the green pendant.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
And even if we do get our fighter sword, we still need one more to actually kill Ganon.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. They know where swords is. You just have to go kill Aga 1.
Oh yeah, just kill Aga
know,
1.
You get a short. You even get a shortcut to the castle.
I wonder what the world record is for the longest siege without a sword, if there is one.
From experience, longer than this.
Huh, that's crazy.
I've seen some seeds that take forever to find a sword.
Oh, this is only the qualifier, and we might see our first race where we're going to be 1 hour in swordless.
I mean, so far it's looking like we're going to hit this seed. I don't think anyone's going to be anywhere new for the next 4 minutes at least. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other places that we're missing. I believe all the Skullwoods has been checked. All of Death Mountain, Hera. Can't do Swamp, can't do anything else.
Yeah, we may have the Cane of Samari to get the flippers, but the theory is that our Cane of Samari locked are also sword locked as well.
Did you see if Kermit or Lanxion or Kemps or whoever was there last checked the Ether tablet?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember. Yeah, when Lanxion went out there, he didn't get his book from Magic Bat.
Oh, that's right. He's still missing the book, so it'd have to have been Kermit. I don't believe he's made it his way over there yet.
Oh, Keon might be heading in the right direction. This looks like a play in the desert.
Yeah, I don't think Keon has much else to check.
Yep, it's a play of the desert. And we already know one of the items is bombs. But does the other item contain the sword?
Okay, well, let's see what we get. Each required, so... We saw the other grumpy fish hint. Nice.
So I guess both Catfish and Zora are both grumpy fish. Good to know.
Okay, so I think he was there. I'm kind of interested to see where the other item ends up being. If it ends up being the big chest, then it could have been gotten a long time ago.
Yay! Sword!
Hey, we did it.
59 minutes in and we got a sword.
I beat my 1 hour prediction.
Almost 1 hour. Well, 1 hour for the other free runners on the restream.
It looks like he is going straight to Mire. It's a good play. Nope, maybe not. Nope, he changed his mind. He's going
For potions?
Looks like, yep. Not a bad call with the Vitreous fight coming up here that he's gonna have. Of note, we still haven't seen Silvers. We're now missing a Flippers, which is either behind Vitreous or Turtle Rock, and we were missing another sword, which we know where one is at. That was not like it could be gotten by our runners.
Yeah, there's 2 swords left, and we need one of those swords if we want to skip back at them. And you would have to do Silverless Master Sword Ganon, which is just great fun.
Oh, we're gonna get our pedestal check though.
Oh yeah, I guess that's good to see what our pedestal is, I guess.
Did you see what Kemp saw on the thing there? Ether tablet?
That's a good question. I actually think I saw a triple boom on Ether tablet.
I only got some love only, just a piece on the pedestal, so that's well and truly not needed.
Yeah, it was not looking good for pedestal at all.
No. Just in case we weren't sure, though. Ooh, there's gonna be a lot of dungeon cleanup to do once they find that last item, though.
And that's crystal number 3 for Laxion right now.
Yep. He's actually the first to hit 3. Having done Hera already. Though Kemp's is right behind finishing Hera.
Wow, nice, clean troll arm fight with that hammer. And it looks like Laxion's heading into the right direction to find his first sword.
Yep, still missing that book, but you can get through the back door of the desert, no problem. It looks like book will not be a required item in the seat anyway.
Oh, I forgot, Kermit also made his way over to the desert too. He's gonna have his sword as well.
Oh, yeah. And Kemp's is actually just now heading to get his cane, it looks like.
There you go, 1 hour, 3-minute sword for Kermit.
Looks like Kyong got his big key next to the big chest, and he's gonna just go ahead straight to finishing this. We've already checked all of the left side anyway.
And he's gonna make the play on MM.
Mike's gonna get his sword.
Yep, also hour free in the seed.
The last one waiting for that sword will be Kemp's. Gonna get his cane here shortly though. And Kyong is quickly approaching the moment of truth though, of if we'll have to go into Turtle Rock or not.
Yeah, if the flippers are not on Vitreous, then Turtle Rock is going to be required. But the bigger question is, if it's no flippers here, how deep in Turtle Rock do we have to go?
Hopefully just deep enough to find that second sword.
Also, I forgot to mention, Fighter Sword Vitreous. It's not that fun.
It's like Kyong is gonna opt to do the fire sword strats instead of the bow strats here, which can't say I blame him.
I run a little low on magic there, but they got blue potions, so
Yep,
that's good.
exactly why you got it. At least I'll have the bow for the second half.
Alright, let's see it. Are we gonna find frog shoes? I couldn't tell what that was. But I don't think it was the flippers.
Oh, Turtle Rock we go.
That sounds amazing, especially with what this seed has brought. Okay, it was a key. Thank you, chat.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head straight there. Hopefully he remembers the clues and everything. Yeah, that's where he's heading. Meanwhile, Lanxion is cleaning up Skullwoods himself. Let's see how his moth willow fight goes. So far, so good.
Alright, powered through all that.
There we go, got it.
And a big 20. But more importantly, a crystal.
Let's see, so we're still missing... So Kermit and Lanxion are missing a required Bombos medallion in the green-purple chest at the moment. Lanxion is also missing the EQ medallion out of Hammer Pegs, which is probably where he's headed now. He's probably run out of other options.
We didn't check Spike Cave, didn't we?
Spike Cave's a thing.
Forgot about that.
I'll laugh if it's a sword.
That would just be funny right now. Okay. Piece of art. Fill up all those hearts he lost getting it.
It's not refill. I like he's not saving exiting, but...
Hey, first chest inside TR and what was the flippers?
Of course.
But Keon is in semi-go mode. They need at least another sword upgrade in order to kill Ganon.
Yeah, he is in hopefully we find a sword soon mode.
Okay, that too.
You should see how much he checks on his way though.
And before
left side swamp, but he might check at least a few of the other chests in the swamp.
Yeah.
I do doubt they'll check anything in ice though. Which means if one of our last two swords are not in Yevon's Tower, or instead in deep Turtle Rock, or ice, or swamp, then we could have an interesting end to our seed here. Ooh, Kermit actually ran himself out of arrows a bit here. He's not gonna have enough for the big eye. He's going to do some spins to finish.
Alright, inside Swamp Palace for Keon. How much of Swamp House will get explored just to find that sword?
Looks like Lanxion got his Bombos medallion though, so he's looking good for finishing up this chain. Looks like Kong will be checking a few chests here.
Yeah, that's good that he was able to find the other two medallions. And Kem's just swinging that sword. I don't even know if it was Rage Celestis or just Joy right now.
I'd call it yay, I don't have to do no sword anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so right now we're Kelly in the lead, making his way through Swamp at the moment with his flippers. And he's in pseudo-go mode, hoping to find a second sword along his way to clearing these last few dungeons. It looks like Kermit, he has gotten his Mire clear done, he is missing the Bombos medallion to get up to Turtle Rock. So he'll be a little bit behind for that. Kemps and Langsion have finished Hera already, so they'll be not as far behind as it looks, but they're both they're both in Mire currently, clearing it, and we'll quickly find out that they need to go to Turtle Rock and then head there.
Alright, that's pretty good stuff.
The Kermit will still be avoiding the purple chest. Though I don't know how much more he really has to check. Can't be very much. I'm not sure if we saw the last time. I'm sure someone checked Mire last time. I just haven't seen them yet.
Hey! Master Sword inside Swamp.
Hey! That's where you want to see it as a runner, that's for sure. Right on the way in Swamp. So now Kyong is officially in go mode. Albeit Master Sword Silverless go mode, but go mode.
Oh yeah, Master Sword Silverless Ganon is gonna be a fun watch if we don't find any of those items.
So, considering how this seed went early on, and even really how the chain went, he's shaping up to get this done in, 135-ish.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable.
And even quicker if he finds another sword upgrade, the last sword upgrade, or silvers along the way. This is a pretty nice Master Sword Argus going on, though.
Yeah, doing pretty good. Not playing menu swap simulator with Argus.
You sounded quite pained there. Are you okay?
I was trying to make a pirate noise while also be quiet at the same time.
That was a really nice one-round second phase, though.
Yeah, that was pretty good fight there for Keon. That's 4. That will be...
has a pretty solid Mothula fight himself.
Oh yeah, he was in Skullwoods as well. So all of our runners, except for Kemps, have 4 crystals right now, but Kemps is not that far behind.
Yep, Kermit is still looking for his Bombos medallion that he is flippers. Could be actually doing that now, with where he's going. I don't know if he has anything else to check over here, but... with that Bombos being on the purple chest, we hope to find it soon. We hope he finds it soon. Meanwhile, Kemps and Langsian have actually gotten neck and neck right here.
Almost a stank right there. Oh my goodness, Kermit. You are making a huge mistake right now doing that.
Oh. Oh no. $25 digs later, enjoy your single rupee.
Yeah, 25 dig single ruby, that sums up the seed right there.
Yep. And of course, after earlier in the seed having to do Houlihan room for most runners to get to Zora, now they all have, 1,000 rupees, 1,400, 1,500. I guess no one's quite at 1,500 yet, but I have faith Kermit will get there.
And a solid, clean Ice Palace bomb jump right there for Keon.
Okay, now Kermit has to be running out of things to do. Oh, he still has to check this. Never mind, I'm gonna stop guessing. Let's watch these Vitreous fights. Kemps is using the sword spin method to save arrows, while Lanxian is using all but 8 of his arrows in order to finish the second half.
He's also chucking bombs at him.
Yeah, it's definitely not in a very ideal place to be doing Vitreous spin. Fighter sword, a regular only.
Piggy has a fairy though. From
Should be getting close. Ooh, we got some beeping over on Kemp's side. I don't know if he has any potions. Oh, Kemp's just took a death. Though I think there's a yeah, he had a fairy. Okay.
Oh man, Lanxian going down too.
Oh, I assume that I think they got this. Both got the same fairy in Death Mountain. So Kemp was almost done with them already. Finishes them off, and now quickly arrows the second half.
Very nice done on Kemp's side. Lanxian gonna follow in pursuit, chucking those arrows. Wow, I almost ran out there for a sec.
To a T. Nah, he had the 8. He knew what he was doing. I had faith.
Okay.
Exactly 8 to kill that bigger eye. Meanwhile, Kyung, while we were paying attention to Vitreous, has already finished Cold Stare.
Yep, he was able to get his ice cream from Cold Stare Creamery, and now he's off to exterminate him off.
Yep, Ace has to go finish Matula and then head up Death Mountain, kill that troll dorm thing. And he's into Ganon's tower. Meanwhile, all 3 of the rest of our runners are heading to... Except for, did Kermit not get his bombos yet? I don't think he has. Yeah, he's definitely not gotten that yet. That's unfortunate.
That was purple chest, right? Just made me
That
sure.
was indeed purple chest.
Okay.
The good news for him is he does not have much else to check before he heads there. Kind of a similar situation Kemps was in.
Kemps is just gonna head into TRA now, pull out those flippers from the first chest, and be on his way to go swimming in either Swamp Palace or Ice Palace.
Indeed. Sounds like it's possible that Kermit thought he'd already done Purple Chest and just skipped it. Or because he'd already seen the blacksmith be done, but we'll see. Looks like he did skip a chest. Probably the big chest in Mire. Must have an item.
Yeah, he must have skipped a chest earlier. Alright, Kemp's got the flippers. They're gonna be mirroring out of TR, and we'll see where they head next.
Yeah, Lanxian is right behind him. Hot in his heels. Meanwhile, once again, it's a very dead Mothula. Kyung definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to the bosses. And also in general. Hey, we got some synced up potion buy.
Oh, that was nice. I didn't even notice that. Anyway.
I definitely appreciate this play, even by Kyung. Well, he's good. We know he's good. All of our runners are good, really. Getting a potion for Silverless Master Sword Ganon is definitely an advisable play here. I like it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be very, very interesting right now if they don't find your silvers or another sword. As Keon, all they need to do is slay the Alaskan bullworm up top of Tower Hera, and then they'll be on his way to Ganon's tower. Well, they won't be on his way to Ganon's tower because they'll be right there when they're done, which is very convenient.
Kemp's buying a bomb refill.
Wow, Kermit is gonna full clear Desert Palace. Guess he's banking on Safrala having bombos or something.
Just a piece of heart in that first chest there. So you get a little bit of a change up between Lanxion and Kemp's. Kemp's might actually waste some more time checking for Master Sword in Ice, since we already know that it is in... the sword's already in the back of Swamp. Also, looks like the unique item known as the Moon Pearl was in Hera.
Oh, really? I didn't actually know that.
I mean, yeah, it's good that we knew that, though. Thank you, Swamp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, Kermit actually... So Kermit maybe did forget that he got the... He has not gotten the blacksmith yet, because he actually went and finished off Desert to get the green pendant. Before he went and got his Bombos tablet. Or Bombos medallion.
Alright, down goes Trolldorm. That's 7 crystals for Keon. It's time for GT. Oh my goodness, Silver Arrows on Safrala! Well done.
Wow, well that could pay off. Hopefully
So,
he gets some Bombos time to catch up, because he'll catch up some time on Ganon, that's for sure.
the only way Keon can avoid Silverless Master Sword Ganon is if that last sword is in GT.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Kermit will not be the person going through that torture. Let's count the chests together, shall we?
Well, at least he got a nice blue guy. Some blue goo out of the south half of Swamp. That'll give him a little bit extra safety for this potential fight.
Yep. So the first 2 chests is just 2 keys, but they're the wrong size. Keon's gonna opt to check out the right side of GT first. Oh, and it looks like Kermit is on the right path to picking up that swirly coin.
Yep, he got it. Or will be getting it very shortly. And Kemp's is indeed checking a lot of ice, so... This is kind of unfortunate for him, unless another sword happens to be here. So far, not the case.
Alright, piece of heart. $5. Brian. $20.
There's another item out of Ice Palace. I think we've seen 2.
I believe that is 2. And it looks like Keon is not going to be killing Bob today.
Lightning goes back to check the big chest. Unfortunately, he did not check the other room first. Ooh, looks like iced tea as the last item. Is there an item? I don't remember anymore. Either
Oh,
way.
well, there's the mushroom.
Oh, he's going to check iced tea.
Oh, interesting.
Sword on mushroom.
Yeah, that could happen. That would be evil, but it could happen.
They also haven't checked Bombo's tablet, so that's a possibility.
believe Kermit did check Bombo's tablet, and it was our last bottle.
Oh, okay. Okay, Kermit will finally be getting his flippers here, and we'll just have to finish those last 3 dungeons up real quick.
Keon is using bloomerang strats to get past these 2 rooms.
Okay, Kent's got that last one. It was just a rupee, so yep, ice was definitely a complete bust. Meanwhile, Lanxion has hit his full go mode. Only has Ice Palace clear once he finishes Argus. And Kyong has not found a sword or the Ganon Big Key yet.
Yep, and it looks like Kermit picked up their flippers, so they're going to be heading on to their last 2 remaining dungeons requiring water, I guess. Oh, I also still need to go to Hera, but we'll be able to complete Swamp and Ice Palace now.
Alright, so Random Room has something.
Looks like Random Room had the big key. Yep, it did. And
Okay,
still no Tempered Sword on Keon's screen.
I think Kyung's confident enough to be able to do the Master Sword several as Ganon. Not that anyone ever wants to do that, but...
Oh, yeah. I give people mad props for doing something like that.
We got some hammer cold stir going on. Kemp's over here. Let's see how it goes. Ooh,
It's gotta hurt. Ice Palace is not a dungeon that you want to do over again.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He now has to burn that blue potion.
Alright, let's see how Keon does in the Gaunt. Pretty good first room there. Oh, we got hit with our laser beam, but nice recovery.
Ooh, very nice second room. Third room. Got the fire rod shot. Very solid gauntlet by Kyung.
Alright, time for land mode 2 using the fire rod.
And now
Not a one cycle.
Kemps and Lanxion are pretty even again. At least in Ice Palace.
Alexion's trying to give the good old Ice Palace bomb jump a try. Oh, gets it. Has a little bit of trouble, and of course, Kemp's not gonna offer to do it.
Just gonna go around the long way, doesn't want to try to do it again. Is quickly making his way up Ganon's tower. We'll see those last 4 chests and see if they happen to be a sword or not.
Yeah, Troll Orm's 2 chests. If that's a sword, that would just be very, very lucky for Keon right now. Or it could be in that chest right there. Wow.
And there it is.
Alright, no Silverless Master Sword Ganon today, just Silverless Tempered Sword Ganon instead.
For everyone but Kermit. You get those silvers.
Oh, and half magic, because why not?
Sure. Well, that ended up being a much nicer Ganon, or ended up being a much easier Ganon fight than originally thought.
Yeah. Now what's this chest gonna have? Or is Keon not gonna offer the... Nope, nope. Just gonna leave it closed.
He got everything else. He doesn't need anything anymore. He'd know it's not gonna be a sword. I guess it could have been silvers, but he's comfortable enough silverless.
It'd been funny if I saw a riot shield there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, both Langston and Kermit have their swords. Or rather, sorry, Kermit got his sword. Kemps and Langston are both working on Cold Stare / Killed Cold Stare.
And
So
Lanx has all 7 crystals.
Yep, and will be our second runner on his way to Ganon's Tower. Kemps needs to find his sword and finish Swamp, and then he'll also, and he needs to finish Skull Woods, it looks like. So he's a couple crystals down. Kermit has just finished Swamp, and just needs to clear Ice Palace, and then Hera on his way up.
Yep, looks like Laxion is feeling a little bit uncomfortable right now about his current situation, so he's going to pick up a lot of blue potions right now.
Okay, and let's turn our attention to Kyong, who will be heading in for Tempered Sword, Silverless Ganon. Which is a pretty, I mean, maybe not considering how many chests they've done in this seed, but that's not a bad Ganon. Got half magic, got some safety, got a safety potion or two.
Alright, using the cape strats right here, play it safe with these little fireballs that turn into bats.
Yep, we got that half magic, why not? Be a good one round phase 2. On to phase 3. Oh no, and Kemps is doing Skullwoods before Swamp still.
Alright, Kemps gets the torch glitch just fine.
Yep, nice early hit too.
And now it's just a matter of timing the spin attacks.
That is 18 hits to take down Ganon with a Tempered Sword. That figure L pattern is a very, very useful way for those that haven't done much practice with Silverless to taking down Ganon. Takes a bit of practice, but once you get it down, it's pretty consistent actually. Just pretend you're playing a knight in chess.
And down goes Ganon for Keon with a 1 hour 33-minute seed that didn't get the sword in 59 minutes in. That's actually really, really good. I'm not gonna lie.
GG.
Yeah, huge GGs for Keon right now. 1 hour 33 minute and 37 seconds is their time. Thanks for playing. That is very, very nicely said by the seed.
Looks like he actually joined. Okay, looks like in just a bit here we will get Kyong in here for an interview. Yeah, we are joined by Kyong, who just finished, well, for us, his run of this interesting seed. How are you feeling, Kyong?
Hey. The seed wasn't exactly the type of seed I enjoy playing. Like, sword go mode is just dreadful. It's just...
Yeah, it was a long time for that first sword.
I know.
And then a few of our runners had trouble finding various medallions to get to the flippers.
Yeah, the way the first sword and boots and ether and hammer were placed was was like perfectly placed, so you don't get one of them.
Yeah, you have to going to one place early has you skip another one, or unless you go in like the exact right order. Yeah, it was definitely a strange seed for that. Not to mention the whole Zora basically requiring a hula hand check. I think you barely made it with tree pull, but
Yeah, I had barely over 500 after pulling the three times over the run.
yeah, I think you're the only one of our featured runners that didn't actually have to do hula hand.
I'm not sure if it ended up being faster or not in the end, but it worked out.
I'd say it's close enough that it's fine either way.
But yeah, 55-minute sword pickup. That's probably the longest I've seen in this qualifier so far to pick up a sword.
Yeah. How happy were you when you found that tempered sword up on the top of Ganon's, or were you just fine with silvers? Or Master Sword, rather?
I was fine with it. I ended up buying another potion, so I had like 2 blue potions, the fairy, I had cape, so I was ready to just Master Sword it, but I decided to check those chests because basically everybody gonna check those, so either everybody gets something or nobody get it. So it ended up being quite huge at the end there.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah, but this was probably a very, very bizarre seed to be featured in a qualifier race.
Okay, Lyxion is working his way up the tower. He's getting there pretty close to the end. Oh, yeah, confirmation of that. So it looks like so Kyung did finish in second overall in the seed of, I believe, 80 something.
Wow, second place. Congratulations, Keon.
Yeah. Definitely congratulations for that. ACMLM was actually the first place finisher. And since then we've had a few other finishers that, yeah, Pika Pal, Stelane, Jim, Super Nintailor, and Jet finishing 7 through 7. I believe that's about where we are on the seed.
Alright, it looks like Lyxion was able to pick up their tempered sword, so they don't have to worry about silverless Master Sword Ganon.
Yep, definitely making those same checks that, like Kyung said, most runners will be making those checks, I'm sure. Just like I'm sure not very many runners will be getting the silvers. Oh yeah, did you want to know where the silvers were at, by the way, Kyung? Okay, and Kerbin is the third runner of ours making his way into Ganon's tower. We'll hopefully be finishing soon here.
Yep, and he'll actually be able to use the silver arrows.
Yeah, that'll give him a little bit extra time on top of some of our runners.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted there.
Ah, it's fine.
But I've talked with a few people and I ended up knowing where silvers are. That's a pretty funny location for it.
Yeah, especially considering the other thing that was in desert. Ugh. Yeah, pretty much every runner that we were featured at least didn't check desert until pretty much one of their last few locations they could check for the sword.
The real issue was Yeah, the real issue was we getting a hint that bombs were in desert. So that just pushed us away from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we had those bombs. Alright, Stalaxion beats Aghanim 2. He's gonna be in the Ganon fight. See how he pulls off the Silverless Ganon.
Here we go. Your tidbits of knowledge from Ganon, then.
I didn't even see what the tidbit knowledge was about.
That's something about insects and a bunch of 50,000 species.
Wow. And Ganon is a very knowledgeable guy to know that.
He is. He's on getting the really fast both phase strats. Yep, you got both phases in one round. Good job.
Alright, he's our other runner to get all the crystals, and we're going to be heading up to GT in a moment.
Did you find the arrows in the light world? No. Ooh, very nice torch glitch. I'm having a little bit of trouble with that one. Just a few more hits and then Link's gonna be done here.
Alright, he's getting close. Alright, very well done by Lexion.
Yep.
Looks like the time is going to be 1:42:31. Yep.
Yep, and that's good enough for 12th place.
Ah, 12th place, not bad. It looks like Keon's, your in-game time was 1:32:33, so with a collection rate of 148, so that's pretty good.
Oof. That's like 148. Jeez.
Oh, with the way the sword was placed, I don't blame him.
And actually, I just noticed coming in at an actual tie with Lanxion was Willard J. Bradley with the exact same time of
Wow!
42:32.
There we go.
And then Solsky literally 2 seconds after that. That was a really close finish between those three.
Alrighty then. It seems to me that our runners are finishing around the same time.
Yep, they're all making their way through. Kermit got his big key out of Random Room and is making his way up. A little bit quicker with the silvers.
Yep, and meanwhile, we do have Laxion on standby, so we're going to allow them in on air with us, the commentators, to see what he thought about the seed.
Yeah, we are indeed joined by Lanxion. Welcome. How did you feel about that scene?
That was an interesting one for sure. I thought it was like swordless for most of it, which is fine by me, but I kind of was practicing some swordless stuff, so I went did some stupid stuff with it, but
Oh, yeah, the Skullwoods incident.
yeah, like I assumed I would just be able to walk through, and I forgot that it wasn't in fact swordless, so I couldn't get through. So
Yeah,
just
that can happen.
fooling around.
Especially if you've been practicing Swordless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good that those swordless strats paid off then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the play if it was Swordless, and I
Yeah.
wasn't sure it wasn't Swordless for most of that.
Pretty
Until I
much.
saw that, I'm like, okay, it's definitely not a Swordless seed.
I definitely like these ones that are harder than the rest of them. Like they make it a lot more difficult to do, so you can get an advantage doing them like that. So pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting weapon usage is something I like using. It wasn't it was a pretty healthy seed overall, so it wasn't like super hard, but it was definitely interesting as far as that's concerned. So we had a lot of people, we had a couple people jump in. Actually, I think it was you that jumped into Thieves Town before you even had the hammer.
Yeah, we just had so few items coming into the Dark World, and it all was looking pretty linear. I didn't want to miss something that directed me somewhere else, especially with how scarce things were. So, I mean,
It actually made it pretty tough to follow early on in the Dark World because a lot of people found, like a couple of you went straight to Mire, got the hammer. I think both Kyong and you went straight and got the hammer. But then the other two runners went and got the boots earlier and did all that stuff. Or no, but didn't have the hammer. Yeah, it was crazy. Actually, it might have been Kemp's that got. I don't even remember anymore. I'll stop trying to guess.
yeah. You just try to like route efficiently as possible. I guess I don't know. There was just like so much to do, and then there was like these really small choke points at all times. It was an odd seed, but I don't think it was bad. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a efficient routing in that one. Pretty much wherever, as Connie mentioned earlier, pretty much wherever you went, there was something that you should have had while you were there,
Yeah.
other than the other items in the other spot. Be it the boots, the hammer, one of the medallions.
Yeah, I'm just lucky that we got kind of bailed out from doing 52 spin Ganon at the end there.
Oh my goodness. That was very lucky of you there.
I was starting to get a little worried by watching people finish, and I was like, "There's no way these guys did that many spins. Please, for the love of God, give me a sword."
Just at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Kermit actually skipped the half magic, but I think he has enough that he'll be fine.
Oh, Kermit took the fall. That's rolling too.
That'll get you. Trust me, I'm very aware of how much they'll get you. But he did break the 2,000 mark in rupees, so that's hype.
Oh, that's very nice. I just noticed that.
Which once again is very fun considering how many rupees you had to farm to get the friggin' Zora.
Oh yeah, what about that Zora, Alexion?
This seed had like all the greatest hits of all the fun stuff you had to do, like
Fun, quote unquote.
yeah, something like that. I mean, hey, at least it wasn't an Aghanim seed, so.
Were you the one that ended up doing the bandit rupee farm as well?
Yeah.
You were a lot shorter. You missed some rupees somewhere, I think.
Oh, did anyone else not have to farm, or did I miss something?
They were all at about 400-ish when they got to their point of needing to go to Zora, 420. The big tree pull happened to have 80, so Kyong did that and went straight there. The other two, actually, I think one of them did Houlihan Room earlier.
I never do Houlihan. Yeah.
I think it was Kermit that did Houlihan Room earlier and was close, and I think he missed the same rupees you did, or something. You know, I'm not really sure what happened.
Yeah, I thought the tree pull was 20 rupees. Those 4 blues, unless I messed it up.
Yeah, the small one was 20. The big one was 4. The small one was 5. The big one was 20.
Oh. That is my fault. I should have grabbed those.
It's hard to remember those things sometimes.
Now it's Kermit's turn to slay the blue pig. This time he actually was able to pick up the silver arrows, so that'll be useful.
Where was Silver Arrows?
Ah, good question. It was
in desert.
Oh,
Long way in desert.
Yeah, never doing that.
Yeah, that's not something that many. Kermit was took a long time to find his Bombos medallion, unfortunately.
Oh,
Like I said, the order of how you could do the blacksmith chain was just really, really strange this seed with the different item combinations you could have had.
I think that the saving grace of the seed that made it actually a pretty good one was that we got the flippers in. That
the first chest.
That
Yeah.
flipperson was interesting.
because the way we had to route with so few items, we had to strand a lot of one-off items all over the place. So it's like if you had to go and back and recheck all that stuff, it would have been pretty difficult. But knowing that it's behind Kane, it was super easy after that.
Yeah, exactly. That definitely was helpful. Of course, I was praying that there wasn't like 2 more swords hiding behind the rest of Turtle Rock.
I had seriously considered going back and doing Aghanim after not having a master sword. So if I had done Swamp and Ice Palace, I would have considered doing Aghanim for the sword on Lumberjack.
Wow.
That's something I would say I would have thought to do after Ganon's Tower, even though it would have been a rough Ganon's Tower, but then you're already sitting right at the base.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, sorry, we talked over Kermit finishing Ganon with the silvers, made it a little bit easier, and he finished with a time of 150.46.
Yeah, pretty good. Looks like he got a collection rate of 150. Gotta say.
Yeah, pretty close, actually. Kermit looks like finished in 38th place. So just under that halfway mark of the finishers. The players.
Well, I'm gonna get here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's 1 o'clock, so I gotta get some sleep. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock here too, so I'm blaming.
All right. Have a wonderful night, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Laxion. Meanwhile, Kermit is here to join us instead. How was that seat, Kermit?
Hey, decent, but I had like one hiccup. I thought I got a hint that said purple chest doesn't have anything. That's why I skipped it when I had the chance to take it with me. So that was pretty bad.
That's unfortunate. Well, on the plus side, you let us know where the silver arrows were.
Well, yeah, that's the only good point, I guess, but... Yeah, it was a fun seat though, so I'm not gonna complain too much, but yeah, it was...
Yeah, how about that sword?
Yeah, the search for the sword was the highlight of this seed.
Yeah, but then wondering where that flipper would be.
Oh, and the gloves. The gloves on Zora was also another highlight.
I mean, we got a hint for the flippers, I think, at least I did.
Yeah,
That was behind Samaria. I'm not sure if the others also found it, but...
I was just wondering if it would be behind Vitreous or in Turtle Rock itself. Or how deep into Turtle Rock, rather.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ken's taking another nasty fall to Moldorm too. It does look like Kemp's also skipped the half magic. Which happened to be the last chest before Moldorm, in case you didn't know.
Wow.
Yeah,
That feels bad.
I don't think any of you guys checked the last chest there, so I have no idea what's in there.
I believe that was a big 20.
Oh, did you actually check that, Kermit? Okay.
Yeah, Laxion checked it, I think.
Well, that shows how much I'm paying attention.
Oh, almost triple there on Kemp's screen.
Ooh, so close. It's a good one. Unfortunate with the setup there. This is just awful. Alright, that's a good cleanup on Aga 2 after that rough second round. Our last runner to go take out Ganon.
Oh, last runner on the restream.
Well, last runner on the restream.
Alright, he's got Tempered Sword, but no silvers. least it took a sigh of relief that he doesn't have to do Silverless Master Sword.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have him that tempered. Solid first phase.
Nice job dodging those bats.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna take it safe and get the. Looks like it might take him 3 rounds. Actually, no, I think that was 6. Yeah, you should be good. Another successful bat dodging, and we're on to phase 3.
Alright, he's getting out his lamp to get ready to light those torches. Alright, gets the torch glitch. Now you just gotta make sure he doesn't fall off.
Ooh, a little close there.
Oh man, Ganon is just blocking that torch.
He knows where he needs to go to save. Be safe. Oop, just a little bit over there. Should just be a few more hits here.
It's so stressful to do Ganon while everyone else is finishing.
I know.
Sure. That middle of the pack spot is like, okay, I'm pretty close. Oh wait, nope, more. Oh, 4 people. Oh shoot.
Okay, well he's finished, so he doesn't have to worry anymore.
Okay.
Well, he does it in sub 2, which is also nice as well.
Yep, he did just make under that sub 2.
157.40? Yeah, 41. All right, close enough.
Yep.
So that's a
Officially
GG.
42. That's good enough for 56th place.
Oh, all right. Good job, Kebs.
So GG to Kemps. Well, we'll get him in here in a second. Actually, looks like he's ready to go. And we got D2 Kemps joining us, our final finisher of the restream. How did you feel about that seed, Kemps?
I wish I hadn't died to Cold Stare. I think I lost 10
Yeah.
places to that.
Yeah, that wasn't unfortunate. Yeah, the whole
Other than
ice
that, I
experience
have
was-
literally been practicing Hammer Blind, so that's nice.
Yeah, that went really well, actually. It was a really solid fight, from what I remember.
It was damageless.
Exactly. That's
That's
right.
great.
You were the one that dodged this one. I knew someone had a really good blind fight. But yeah, so it was definitely an interesting seed. Silvers were in not a great place. I don't know if you found out yet, but
I was
swords.
watching the restream after I was done, so I know where
Yeah.
the silvers were, and I was not going to get that.
no. Yeah, I feel like Kermit just had a misremembering about one of the clues to get there.
Mhm.
Other than that, there was definitely some interesting, some weird mid-game routing through that. That threw a lot of people in different directions.
Yeah. Especially those pesky swords, I'll tell you that.
Goodness gracious, those swords. I mean, it was nice to dip into, 2 pendant dungeons and immediately be able to dip out after getting 1 item.
Yeah. It
So that was
pretty quick.
cool.
Fortunately, that Eastern Palace breadcrumb sure didn't work out very
Oh
well.
no.
I don't even remember what it was.
Well,
It
if
was
we
nothing.
got early bow and early lamp, and everyone went to Eastern and fell for the trap.
I mean, you have early bow and early lamp, you do Eastern. I mean,
yeah,
immediately.
I agree with you. It's just, it's just always a trap. It's always a trap.
Yeah.
And you got the information where the compass was in bottom Hera.
That was nice. I suppose I could have just held off on doing Hera until the very, very end. I just wanted to do Hera when I did.
Yeah, it's fine if you're in the area to get it out of the way.
Yeah. Like feeling like I'm having forward momentum. Anyway, yeah, that seed was interesting.
Interesting is a word for that seed.
A lot of hammer strats. A lot of hammer strats.
Yeah, a lot of interesting Vitreous strats, a lot of interesting blind strats.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting early Dark World routing. That's probably the three biggest things to that, because the early and late were kind of linear.
Yeah. But like,
you had the choice between Ice and Swamp, and unfortunately you didn't quite make the right one there, but it was a good play. I liked it.
Yeah, if I had chosen Swamp, well, so here's the thing: I didn't have any bombs, so I chose Swamp because I knew I could buy the bomb upgrade, which also refills my bombs fully.
Yeah, I saw you did that. I figured that was for the bomb.
Yeah, I don't see that many people do that. That was a pretty interesting play.
I ran out of bombs twice and had to do that, so. Well, the second time it was Mire.
Isn't there a bomb in that stretch before the key in the first room of Swamp? Or second room of Swamp?
Like one or two, but like...
You only need one, I think.
You need... If you do it perfectly, you need one bomb for Ice Palace.
I mean for Swamp Palace.
For Swamp Palace, you also only need one bomb, yes.
Yeah.
However, that's just... Eventually, I'm going to need bombs. Like, there's... I think you need bombs for Ganon's Tower, and it was just easier to fill up completely. But yeah, I'm happy with that seed, except for Ice Palace, and... I don't know that I could have done better.
Oh, and the early bow with nothing in pot as well was also interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of money, but nothing else. That was something that never really got mentioned much, just because it was, well, you know, pot existed, everyone went there at a different time, and it was nothing for everybody.
Yep. Well, I mean, other than a crystal.
I mean, yeah, that's the crystal.
So that was worthwhile. So it was better than the Eastern Palace.
No one got to, nor would I really expect many people to not full clear it anyway, so...
But yeah, that was the seed.
Yes, it was. It was a seed to commentate too.
Yeah, like I said, everyone went every which direction during the start of early Dark World. It made it interesting to try to track. But that's the key with these 4-player races or 4-player restreams sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it fun. Anything else you would like to say about the run, or anything else about the seed?
I mean, the things I practiced, I did well at. Like, last week I could not have done Hammer Blind. Just straight up couldn't have. I've been practicing that like crazy. Practicing not falling on Ganon when I don't have silvers, and that obviously paid off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, practice is good.
Very clutch Ganon.
Thank you. But, that's gonna be me. Have a good closeout.
All right, well,
Thank you, good sir.
That will about do it for us as well. I'll do a quick... I guess do a quick rundown of the top 10 before we go. So the top 10 for this race was ACMLM, Kyong92, one of our restreamed fellows here. Pika Pals was 3, Thalane was 4th, Gem was 5th, Super Nintailor 6, Jet 7, Aurelius 8, Jula Ninja 9, and Weighty Words was number 10. So that was our top 10 for this race. Congrats to all of them for getting a pretty solid time through this heck of a seed.
Oh yeah, GG's.
And I would like to take this moment to thank all of our runners. Please make sure you follow them. Please make sure you give all of our restreamers a follow. Give restreamers, and then give my co-commentator a follow as well.
Yes, of course, and also give my other co-commentator, Bread, a follow as well.
In any case, once again, I'd like to thank Speed Gaming and everyone else for hosting these tournaments and restreams again. It's always a great time. And as well as, yeah, thank you everyone out in the audience for watching and enjoying the seed with us.
Yep. I want you all to have a good night. And I hope you all enjoyed the race.
Bye.